Okay, so you log in, you use this here um, as a login page. So let's just start from the beginning. You go to trackfleet.com. You click on client login, and then you go ahead and then put your username and password. So your username is your email address, it's all lowercase, and then your password, whatever you created. If you forgot, you just click on forgot your password, and it will send you for a reminder. After you log in into the system, this is the page you're gonna see. All your trailers listed. If you have one, it's just gonna be one, or if you have multiple, you're gonna have multiple. So that's gonna be in the statistics page. And if you don't see the temperature information right here, one thing to check is on the right side, there's a button that says options. You gotta click on options and make sure your temperature is selected. You can also select other options like engine hours, RPMs, make and model for your reefer, and then click options again. All of that will be displayed on the home page. So from right to left, correction, from left to right, here, first column, we have a engine code column. So if there's a problem with your, or there's a code, it'll be displayed here. All the codes are listed in the description and basically in plain English explaining what they are. You can also go through the history. You go back in time. You can go last month or last week. You get the point to check what was happening then. And then here you have an option to clear your engine code while the reefer is running. All right, next one over to the right, there's a maintenance notification data. So here you click on that exclamation point, and then you can create some sort of service message. You can title it, you can put the date when it's due, either mileage or odometer or engine data. It can notify you beforehand. So you can put how many days in advance you want that notification sent to you, or miles or engine hour range. And then you can also put the intervals here. On top, you can specify where you want this reminder to be sent. So maybe you have some sort of technician who is responsible for the maintenance of this particular trailer. So you can just go and put his email and save it. And in the beginning, if you kind of find this overwhelming a bit, you can always email us in the plain English, and then you can go ahead and we can go ahead and create that for you. Is that clear so far? Do you have any questions?
No, everything is clear.
Okay. All right, we close this out. Then here we have a make and model for your refrigerated trailer. Again, engine hours. And then there's a note. You can click on this note here and then enter whatever you want to put, just like you would do it on your board for the trailers in the office. You can write this down here, and then it will accumulate all the notes. It will display them about that trailer. So anything you want to add, that's your discretion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Got it.
this this next over, that would probably be the most important feature of our system, is that's why you probably got this for, is the temperature management, monitoring, and control. So you click on these two temperatures, and I'm gonna go back for a second. Here we have two temperatures. For example, this one happened to be the same, 26, 26. So one is a set point and one is a box temperature, which is also called return temperature, or commonly spoken a box temperature. Uh, so if you want to see the details, you click on these two um, temperature logos. This page will open up. It's gonna show you your set point, your intake. Intake is whatever is coming in into the box, and then return is what comes out. So your box temperature, if you look at your uh, ENCU screen on the computer where you change your temperature, that's what's gonna be displayed. Most likely set point, intake, and return, but set point and return for sure, 100%. Now, here we also have a convenient window to see your engine codes, which it displays in plain English and also the code number. You can close it out so it doesn't bother you. I'll fix it. It's up to you. I'm kidding. Anyhow, here on the slider below that, you can go ahead and slide the temperature to desired set point and then click save, and it will actually update the temperature on the trailer itself. The same thing for the mode. So if you're running a cycle or if you're running continuous, right here it's on continuous, but if you wanted to put it on cycle, green means, by the way, green means is a continuous. And then if you just want to put it on gray, that's your cycle. You press save and it's gonna save, change your cycle from continuous onto start and stop. Uh, right on this corner here, we have some vital information such as reefer hours, engine hours. If you had an optional door sensor, it would tell you how many times the door's been open, and that will also display the door status right here. Then you have a voltage on the battery, so 14.4 means the alternator is charging the battery, so the reefer is running, which confirms that the RPMs are 1349. Now, here it's a quick glance on who changed what, and if there's no username next to these, that means that these adjustments were done by a driver or by whoever by the trailer by hand manually. And if that was done, if I would have to save the temperature here right now, it would also add my username to it. So if there's ever a question of whoever changed the temperature, it would be displayed next to those changes. Let's say you made a delivery and maybe they rejected the load, or if they're requiring the engine, the temperature download. You can quickly get this done by going to history column here next to the live. Click on history, choosing the time and date. For example, we can try it today. And then scrolling down, this is a graphical representation of what was happening. If you use your mouse, it will tell you what was happening at that particular time. So let's say we can just highlight this area if they're asking for this particular time. And then we can select the data interval. Default is every 15 minutes, but if you want a more detailed, precise data, you can select every 2 minutes or every 5 minutes. For the sake of this presentation, we'll select on 5 minutes. And if you want this graph to be displayed on your PDF, you would put the check mark right next to it, and then simply press print on the PDF icon here. This, in fact, will download the Reefer download temperature. You can open the file. This does cost about $350 if you go to a dealer and spend a whole day, and you can get it done here in a minute for free. So it tells you hours, when it stopped, when it started, when it ended. So here's kind of these things match up. 3 hours, and there's a 3 hour difference. It tells you the average set point, average intake, return, all that. And then it also is displaying it for you every 5 minutes as we select it: 9:05, 9:10, 9:15, 9:20. Tells you the set point, intake, return temperatures, everything perfect. So if you ever need to beat the claim for any particular period of time, or maybe several days, I just chose 3 hours, but in general, you can choose a limited time and then submit that PDF to the broker. Let's go back to our explanation again. On moving away from the temperature here, it's gonna display our current speed, miles per hour. Then it's gonna display our battery life. You can click on that, it will display the graph. Shows you basically based on time, if it was charging, if it was dying, whatever the battery was doing. And here we can see 12.7 volts. It's a healthy, nice battery. And then 14.3 means it's being charged by alternator right now. So the refrigerator most likely running. And in here, at this particular situation, that shows that the battery has been disconnected. So, and it's running on internal. Then we have a location. It tells you where it is. So as you can see, our system works in Mexico as well and United States. This particular customer is going to Mexico quite a bit. He's located in Texas, but we have some in Michigan. We have some in what do we have here? Well, most of Mexico actually, Louisiana, and so on in Texas. And on the next column over here, this picture is blocking it, but it tells you the last timestamp when it was reported, and hardware ID number is our unique number of the device of the GPS system. So if you ever need to call us for the some service, you would refer to this number. I'm gonna. Do you have any questions about any of that?
No, everything is clear.
Okay, so the next step would be to go to tracking, and I'll show you how it looks on the map. So as I mentioned, this customer runs quite a bit of Mexico loads. So he has multiple vehicles over here in Mexico, and then here we have some units running in United States as well. And if you click on any of these, it will draw the map and breadcrumbs. It will show you where it's been, how many miles it made, all this. Driving time, stop time, it tells you it was here for 24 minutes at the spot. You can zoom in, change the map, and see what he was doing there. So he looks like he was a pilot, probably getting fuel or sandwich. You can choose the different maps. Yeah, he was definitely getting the fuel right here. That's his stop. So you can kind of compare your fuel card with his stops and see what if that match up and how many gallons he put in, and you know, the imagination is a limit. And you can also add the Google traffic. It will display the traffic. And then you can put the here trucks map. It will put the truck restrictions. So here we So that, no trucks allowed and whatnot, if you're not running any other software. Um, Another thing is that it's worth mentioning. So wait again. Is that, I'll put it back in Google. If you want to send this location to, for example, a broker, you can simply right click on the vehicle on the map and then select create a user for one car. Choose when this link is valid from and when this link is valid until. So let's say you're picking up the load tomorrow, you can put it tomorrow's date, and then you're gonna have the load for 3 days or 2 days, and you put those 3 days from tomorrow, and then put the broker's email address and the note, and they're gonna get the link where they're gonna see you for those 3 days or 2 days, whatever you specify, or one day, and then after that, the link becomes inactive. So if you have to give them an access to track you, that's how to do it. There's other ways I'll show you, but this is the quickest one. Now, if you have a dispatch, for example, if you want a broker on a more permitted basis and you want to assign them a certain trailers that they want to track, or if you have a maybe business partner that needs to have access to the system, or owner operator that you has a truck with you and you may be charging him for this service and you want to give him just access for that one particular vehicle of his, you go to safety and you can add the extra username. So we go to user administration here, new user, we'll put the user's name, we'll put whatever his email address is, we'll put the language, whatever they choose to. Then we can put the expiration date on this username. So for example, if it's a permitted employee, then you maybe put unlimited. And if it's somebody who's like a time restricted, more like a broker or something, you can go ahead and put the expiration date on this particular username. Another thing, then whatever the permissions they can do. I believe any of the temperature changes they need to manually be activated by us, so none of the users by default can change your temperature from the computer. And then you assign them those particular vehicles that they're in control of. So let's say the broker only gets to see this 36659 Thermo King, and that's all he's gonna see if you assign him. Or maybe a dispatch wants to see his 5 trucks that he has with your company or that he's taking care of, or maybe one particular contractor has 5 trucks with you, or maybe one. So you can either do remove or add vehicles for that particular user here under the user administration. And then click save. And the user settings, there are such as information such as emails, phone numbers, and time zone if you want to do imperial or metric system, and where your emails are going to. Another thing is here you can go into general settings and then it will generate you some API login. It's going to show you the API key. I don't want to go into this because it's a private account, so I don't want that information to be exposed. But if you ever have a TMS, some sort of traffic management system that you want to pull all this information from and put it in your TMS, we have API. You can do that. So for example, if you want to import the temperature data or any other data into the into your TMS, you can do it from here. Now I'm gonna show you another pretty cool feature. It's also being done in the safety. You go to safety and you can set up alerts if your temperature deviates from your set point. So let's say you did the you call it a note. It's called notifications. So it's under notifications, and you click on new event notification. You select the title. So we call it a temperature deviation, and then we're gonna select the events. So these are all the events that you can get notified on. But maybe suggest you take your time. It's probably a little longer than our presentation here allowing us time, but there's a bunch of you can get notified when it goes from or to the area, like specific delivery spot, if when it arrives or departs the particular country or state. Um, then if it stays parked for too long, if it goes too fast, if the power gets disconnected, and so forth. But the one that I wanted to show you today is that if let's say you set your temperature 34 degrees and then your temperature deviates plus or minus 9 degrees, you get this alarm. So it's called temperature deviation limits, and these are the thresholds we have, which is one is plus or minus 9, another one 18, and it's 27. So if you notice that it's in the increments or yeah, in 9-degree increments, basically 9, 18, 27, plus or minus either way. So to give you a perspective, if your set point is set for 34 degrees, if it goes to 43, you get notified. If it drops below 25, you also get notified. Notification options, you either get SMS or you can get email, or you can get both. Then again, you can put activation and expiration date of this notification and as some sort of user comment, maybe with instructions. And then you can also assign the vehicles for which this notification is assigned to. So you can add and remove them separately. After you're done with that, you go ahead and click save. And once again, if you're not sure or maybe uncomfortable for few first times of setting it up, you can always let us know. We'll do it for you for free. Do you have any questions about it?
Yes. No, no,
All right, excellent. Then
no. Thanks for the explanation.
and in under safety, also we have this tab. It's called trailers. So if you ever need to make any changes to any of these trailers, when maybe like these are the raw numbers once they receive the GPS, it's actually trailer number is the same as the GPS serial number. But once you install it, if you can either let us know, and we'll change it for you, or you can go here and then update your trailer by clicking on this edit button and then changing your trailer number. You can also change you can maybe add particular make and model, and then you can do the year, description, VIN number, mileage that you think that you need to start odometer reading date when you enter that mileage, and you can put email address of the person who's responsible and who is it assigned to, and then click that check mark again. So that will update it in the system. Right. So there's more, but this kind of basically explains the the main features. So statistics is where you find all your temperature information. Most of it right here. You click on it, you change it. This is where you and as you could see, the user item transport tried setting the temperature from 1 to 42, and here it is at 42 degrees. And then another alert is that it was changed as well to 42. And
Mm-hmm.
If there's no username, then it means that somebody done it on actually on site. And this here, we're looking at the live data. There's, actual live customer.
Mm. Understood.
All right. Once again, the important thing, reports are here. You go to history. You can download your report. Open the file. Everything should be here. All your numbers. We can try to see if there's a Thermo King. There's a Thermo King here. We'll try to see if we saw any defrost on these. Again, report. Let's get this done. So this is how quick and easy it is. Oh yeah, we have a lot of defrosting in this thing. So also we'll mark the
Mm.
defrost.
Looks pretty.
Right. So if you want to submit this to the broker, you can. There's like a trailer number here and the dates and times. Tells you exactly what was happening. And it can also come from us. So if you have any questions, of course you download it, you check it, and you can always email us asking us to submit this to a broker on your behalf, and we'll do that. All right. So if you have any questions, text
Awesome.
us.
Yeah.
You can call us. Don't hesitate to email us or call us. Go to TrackFleet.com and then contact us that way. And then, yeah, thank you for being our customer and looking forward to working with you.